Hey guys, today we're going to be testing out the Worx Nitro 20 volt power tools, and we're going to be raising the roof on kids' playhouse there. And so we're going to give them a really good workout and see how they hold up. Okay, so we're making our floor frame. It's only out of 2x4s. Again, it's not going to be up to code. It's just a playhouse. So it'll be strong enough, but not up to code. And so far, this thing took apart the playhouse, and I don't like how top heavy this is. After taking it apart, hand was starting to get a little bit sore. And I don't like that second speed. I need full speed there. Yes, I'm just going to bring it up to the level of the existing floor, and then, well, got some issues here. Should be pretty level. Put the landscaping pavers underneath it as I need. This is by far my least favorite part of the process. Supporting and leveling it. It's just very tedious, and as much as I hate it, I want to get it right, so I usually do it a couple times. Alright, so I worked for about an hour yesterday, 45 minutes, and I was trying to figure out the rafter height and the angle. I got so carried away that I forgot to put the camera on. Okay, so we got everything sheeted, the roof and the walls, everything's closed up, and now we got to build a gable end along this roof line here to support the overhang, and then get some flashing for the ends before the roof goes on. Otherwise, we're just about done. 71.1, one end. Let's go 69 3/4. Now, I don't do roof lines at all, really, or gables. I'm completely new to it. And I just fake it till I make it. So, that's just completely the wrong measurement. What did I do, guys? Bet you I cut it at 68.7. 69.7. I just completely respread it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so after putting these tools to the ringer and giving them a good workout, it's time for my honest opinion. And we're going to start with the hammer drill here. Okay, so one thing I like about this, feels really good in the hand. It feels very natural. A little bit top heavy, but for a drill, that's not going to cause too many issues. It's got good use of the controls here. It feels sturdy, feels rugged, and all these settings here feels good. The chuck does feel a little bit cheaper than other drills that I have. So that is one downside. The biggest issue I have with this guy, with the tools in general, is the battery. First, it's got a back release button rather than a front. I have to flip my wrist around, drop this wrist, and then slide it on. A little bit awkward, a little bit clunky, and it's something that I just could not get used to when I was working with them. Other thing is, with both tools, and this is probably the biggest issue that I have with them, is this delay. Okay, it's not much, it's maybe half a second. And it gets really annoying after like 10 seconds. With the drill, it's not too big of an issue. You kind of get used to it because you're just drilling holes. The other thing with the impact, I use this thing a lot on the shed. A little bit bulkier, a little bit bigger than my other drills, and as well as the delay. See, I can pull the trigger all the way down and release it before it starts even fully turning. Go and put a screw in, you're pushing down and you pull the trigger, and it takes that millisecond for it to start to engage. And if you're putting in 100 screws, 200 screws, that's a lot of extra force exerted into a screw that's not moving. Would I recommend this? And I'm going to say, if you have a lot of Worx Nitro stuff already, go ahead and grab the impact gun and the hammer drill. They're going to give you a lot of good use. If you have something else, I wouldn't suggest switching to go to these. Honestly, there are a lot of other impact guns that are just as good, if not better, and I would stick with that. Tie deck time. Okay, now it's time to do some siding, and I have never done that before, but I've seen it done lots because I'm always working on houses that are being sided. So I imagine it's kind of like Lego. Let's go. Okay, so I finished one side of the siding, pretty much the easiest side. It does go on really easy. A few things I learned. It's easier if you nail kind of in the middle. That allows it to move a little bit. I think this contracts, or expands and contracts with the weather, but I'm not sure if it does. I'm not sure if plastic does or not. Yeah, it's decent. This is the tricky part. To somehow make sure that starting from here we end up the same as that. And I should have measured down from the door frame to my first piece that I installed, and then measured down, but I know this door frame isn't straight. So that's the thing, is I can't really go off of it.